And we are live with SOW Ignition episode 59. We are in good old Louisville, Kentucky. MD Punk, I am back. It's good to be back. I am no longer super sick. With me as always is Devil D. And to kick things off in ring-wise, it's time for a heavy dose of meat.
Yeah, as you just alluded to, there was a bit of a precursor to the show. We had a bit of a cold open tonight because it seems there was some backstage dispute between Keiko and Cameron Stone. They ended up challenging each other to a match, and that match has been confirmed to be happening later tonight with the stipulation of should Cameron Stone defeat Keiko tonight, she's going to get one more match with her. I'm guessing they're trying to do a best of 3 series now. But as things are stated and settled, we are getting started here tonight with tag team action. Moment for Life back on Ignition. That is, I mean, it's kind of rare at this point, isn't it? They've been in a singles competition ever since they lost the titles.
Yeah, I mean, we thought, maybe there was a chance they were going to be in tag team action last week in a little reunion of sorts with Chikara and Seiji, and well, that didn't quite work out for Chikara, and we didn't get a tag match instead of having a singles match. That also did not work out for Chikara.
Yeah, Bray went and proved himself pretty well. It looks like our graphics department has some work to do. Yeah, so Bray managed to prove himself pretty well earlier during the Grand Prix, going 5-2 and tying it up with Aaron and Johnny. And I mean, we just saw that effort continue against Chikara. All right, and let's go ahead and get started with this first match. I always like to ask this question. I'm always curious. Who you got?
Well, one of these groups are former SOW World Tag Team Champions. The other is not. As impressive as M.E.A.T has been, I just don't know how I could justify rooting against Moment for Life in this one.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about how Moment for Life lost those titles, it was against a team that we felt was a pretty ragtag thrown together duo. And they, in the World Tag 500 in spring, they showed us that they were anything but, even beating M.E.A.T twice. M.E.A.T obviously was able to get one match over Death Row, but that just fed them to the next one where they could not carry out the two. So as things stand with them in Moment for Life, this is of course a first time matchup, but I got to agree with you. I don't necessarily know if I could see M.E.A.T taking it.
And on the flip side, if they do, great momentum for them as they're trying to build their way back up to getting another shot at the World Tag titles.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's, that for Mars and Suave, right now, those are their main goals. They haven't competed very much in singles competition at all ever since properly teaming up. And, I mean, we've seen with Mars, the singles competition didn't quite go his way. He actually fell out of the world title rankings. But this tag division has given him new life, and alongside his protege, Suave, he's had incredible success. Bray finally making a tag.
That's been great for both guys. Oh God, I thought Suave was gonna get away with one there, but instead he gets launched to the outside, and now he is in trouble.
Oh my God. Huge spear, assisted by a catapult, and oh my God, going for it again. And now a double suplex, all on the outside.
Jesus. 3 tag team moves, now up to a 7 count. And they're not done.
And the count's been reset. Another assisted spear there. They went for something else on top of it. Suave finally fighting his way out, sends Dallas, the legal man, back into the ring. And Bray pouting a little bit on the outside, it looked like, with the way he sat there.
Yeah, that sequence, very dangerous there for Suave, but he's able to use pure strength and power to get out of it.
However, he's still... Oh, Dallas made a misstep there. I was going to say he was unable to get past Dallas to a tag partner, but Dallas, taking the time to tag out, actually allowed Suave to get away.
Yeah, that's I think, a rare mistake by Dallas. SOW special, because now Mars Namor, the fresh legs, the vet, the experienced man of the two, now gets a chance to deal some damage, even though Dallas now, once again, the legal man.
Yeah, Bray tagged out real quick there. That was the one of the quickest tag sequences I've ever seen here in SOW. Oh, nice. A nice reversal there. Mars tried to get out of it, but Dallas reversed it right back into an armbar. Then the rope break allowed Mars free. But it was very, very good there on Dallas, keeping things in the armbar. And a nice counter there as well. Spine buster. Dallas Taylor staying on top of this match pretty damn well. Another one, Jesus, but Mars, of course, not going to be as affected by those spine busters as most other wrestlers. Gets right back up and starts showing off his own power. Oh, I don't know about this, Dallas. Taking a moment. Oh, but he hits him with a strong lariat into the crab. Mars was dazed for long enough that Dallas could give a little taunt, and now Mars tagging out to Suave as Dallas tags back to Bray. Spine drop from Suave. Clearly wants a little bit of vengeance on Dallas as well as Bray. Didn't let Dallas leave the ring without giving him another body slam.
10 minutes gone.
Oh my God!
Ooh, Jesus. Oh God.
And there is that creepy spider walk.
Startles Suave, and now another very fast tag. This is a very interesting strategy from Bray here.
Yeah, he's not staying in very long. Makes me wonder if everything's all right. Ooh, backbreaker.
Yeah, I wonder, did he tweak something? Like, is he not 100%? They're never going to admit it because that's just who they are. But it's definitely making me think that all might not be well for the House of Troubles here.
Nice lariat from Suave sends Dallas right down to the mat. And another big lariat.
Well, I will say, if Bray's not 100% healthy, that does make me want to change my prediction here. But we'll have to wait and see how this one plays out. I'm not gonna flip-flop over to M.E.A.T side just because I got new information possibly late, but definitely, nice. Makes things a little more interesting for M.E.A.T.
Absolutely. I mean, if Bray is effectively neutralized, you only have to worry about Dallas. That is half of the team, and I wouldn't say the weaker half or anything like that, but it's certainly not the full effectiveness that Bray has shown, as we saw in the Grand Prix. Dallas tagging Bray back in now, but doesn't immediately leave the ring, instead sets Bray up with a European uppercut. However, Mars able to fight back. Dallas once again though, setting Bray up. Oh my God!
Oh
my God! Spear through the ropes, but Mars rolls through. F5 on the outside.
Well, that may dispel our possibility that Bray is not 100% because that is not a move you do if you are injured in any way, shape, or form.
No, not even close. And oh my God! Very smart. I'm not a big fan of the tactics, but it was very smart with the positioning he had to set Bray up like that for a beautiful discus lariat. And now Suave launches Mars, but oh my God! Bray slips right out of the way with a big takedown, and I feel like Moment for Life has kind of stolen the momentum here. Now it's Bray holding Mars in, but I think Dallas tried for a tag and didn't quite catch it, so the ref wasn't going to count that.
Yeah, the ref not counting that when he was determining his incidental contact between Moment for Life as a tag, which now they get it off anyway, but had to feel frustrated. Oh, wait a minute! Jesus! Another spear! Bray is spearing people like crazy tonight.
It has been very, very spear heavy for Moment for Life for sure, which is incredible considering that they're up against a guy who uses the spear as a finisher in Suave.
Yes.
Oh my God! Another one! One,
Anti-air.
two. And Bray, as you saw, he didn't bother to move. He knew Suave was not going to make it in time. Mars had to kick out. Oh my God! Sweet dream to Suave! As Dallas goes for a cover on Mars, but ropes too close. The repulsor kick straight to the chin. Suave comes in, but that's a kick out, and you see Bray on cooldown because he stepped in a moment ago with the rope break. Another SOW special. And now Dallas tags Bray back in, but Mars is not ready to tag out right now.
He's feeling good. That could come back to bite him.
Right from the top with the diving splash into a bulldog choke. Mars picks him up. Death Valley driver for the third time in this matchup. But only a count of two. Oh, rolling shoulder hold! But the ropes right there. Mars, however, not using the 5 count to his advantage there.
20 minutes
Not
gone.
enough guys are using that count.
No, Mars very
Do what
smart.
damage you can.
Goes for that diving splash again, but once again, only a 2, and now Mars able to tag out. He was looking for that tag out. There's that bright lights that Bray has, I wouldn't say inherited, but copied from Nozawa Akira.
There's M.E.A.T getting in on the double team action here, but are these teams out of cut play, or were they choosing not to these last couple of games?
They've definitely cut in quite a bit. Like that moment earlier when Dallas came in for the schoolboy thinking he was going to sneak a win, that counted as cut play. So they likely have used it all up. Kick to the back of the head there. Dallas throwing Suave to the ropes. Suave with a shoulder tackle block. Dallas lifts him up.
Oh my God, he holds him.
Beautiful delayed vertical there. And you can hear the crowd is in love with this match, and I cannot blame them. This has been excellent.
It's a hell of an opening contest here.
Once again,
That's
Dallas.
a wonder.
I was gonna say
That was no for a tag.
Oh my God, spear!
God, I've never seen one of those before.
Leapfrog and punches him down into the Boston Crab.
There's no help here. He's got to reach the ropes on his own or power out.
And he gets the ropes. Now it's a tag. Suave was thinking about
He thought
fighting,
about it.
but he decided he needed to tag.
That's probably the right call.
Yeah, oh my God! Full salvo! But unfortunately, that's the illegal man now. Of course, Bray took one earlier on the outside. Reversal from Bray, sending Mars to the corner. And now he's doing it again, setting up for that spider crawl. This time, Mars Namor the target.
double posing here for a moment for life.
Yeah, both men taunting. Ooh, and that taunt took too long. Mars recovered. And now tags in Suave. Oh my God, the mandible claw, but yeah, not the legal man. Suave immediately breaking it up. Two and a spear!
Oh my God!
A spear from Suave! Oh, but Bray kicks out!
God. That was so cool. That was a 2.99999 if I've ever seen one.
Bray with a reversal. Belly to belly.
Well, I was trying to show these guys how you actually spear someone and win the match.
Town! Business! Into the cover! That's gonna do!
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, that's just experience, right? It has to be.
No, absolutely. I'm floored that Dallas Taylor survived it as he hit Suave with the dream catcher. You saw Mars calling for the tag, but it was too late.
Sometimes it's a curse being right.
All right, it's been it's been a few months since we've gotten a lot of appearances from Aiko. She was here a little bit ago. Before that, there was literally a near 2-month period where we just did not get to see her due to the Grand Prix basically taking over TV.
Yeah, I mean, it almost was unusual to hear the music, except I didn't recognize it. I was like, oh yeah, hearing Aiko come out here. We haven't seen her wrestle in a minute.
Well, the last match she had was, I believe, at Break Your Engines. But she also has her opponent to go up against tonight. Obviously, the opponent she's facing at Pit Stop. But tonight, they're going to have their first face-to-face conversation, I think, literally ever. I don't think these two have ever talked to each other, and I don't think I've ever seen Daya without her makeup. Or I should say her face paint. And so this is interesting.
Yes, it is.
Daya in more casual clothes, no face paint. I guess maybe that means this is a sign of good faith. She's not going to go trying to kill our champion before the match.
Well, she doesn't want to give Aiko any kind of excuse either, especially after the last time we saw Daya challenge for the Women's World Title. You could say there was some shenanigans. I thought it was perfectly legal actions, but you know.
I don't think two completely illegal competitors causing the challenger to pass out in the ring counts as legal.
Well, the referee didn't disqualify them, so...
No, that was a odd decision, but you are correct. The referee simply chose to call the match when Daya passed out. But since Daya's return, she's done nothing but win. Obviously, back on Ignition 41, she was injured by Do Hyun and was out for basically 3 months. And then she came back, crushed Do Hyun and everybody else in her path on her way to getting this shot at the Women's World Championship, a shot that she has been trying to earn again since that first time when she was cheated out of it at Autumn Draft. The last time that she got stopped from getting to the world title, it was Aiko who defeated her in the semi-finals of the Winter Grand Prix. So this is, there's definitely some emotions here for our Daya, especially given that right now, Aiko and Daya are technically 1-1. On her route to the first world title challenge, she defeated Aiko as the final opponent before she became the top-ranked competitor.
However, it's well documented on the flip side, this season, Aiko has not lost a singles match.
No, she is undefeated. The closest she's ever come was a time limit draw. And, you know, you can't necessarily say that was really all that close because they only had 20 minutes.
Yep.
And of course, Aiko deservedly confident here. Yeah, I wouldn't call it misplaced. I would say it's very well placed. Undefeated usually evokes heavy confidence.
Right, especially, you know, almost 9.5 months through the year.
Right. Okay, so this is a really interesting one. We have now, I think, the second ever handicap match in SOW history.
I think so.
So I believe the first one was when Aaron set FTL up against all of the Honored Empire. But now this wasn't set up by the Ignition champion. This was Dakari Oyet's own decision after he, on High Gear last week, interfered in the match between Wukon and Elijah Lee. Both men, I shouldn't say interfered, he actually stole the spot of Wukon in that match and tried to have the match himself, and Jay was not having it. So both Elijah and Jay wanted a piece of Dakari Oyet. And he apparently, from what I've been told Hera, bring them both on, I don't care. So he'll be facing a duo tonight. Of course, Elijah and Jay will be wrestling under tag rules, standard tag rules. Only one of them will be allowed to be in the ring at a given time.
Interesting that we just kind of had that, you know, confrontation between Daya and Aiko where Daya spoke about, you know, misplaced confidence. That could be what Dakari Oyet is actually going through right now. And don't get me wrong, he's a big man, he's a strong man, he's a great competitor. I don't know if that alone gets you past two of the most exciting, entertaining, and technically sound Elijah Lee paired with the power of Wukon as a team. I don't know if just being big will be enough.
I mean, I was going to say that the whole power game that he has is an advantage over Elijah, completely thrown out of the window when Elijah has the option to just tag in Wukon. I mean, Wukon's called Unbounded for a reason. That man can do anything. Of course, Dakari immediately starting with the brawling.
Yeah, I mean, there's no love lost between these two. The two formerly known as Last Will. I think their tag team days are about as far behind them as Chikara and Seiji's are.
Yeah, you can say that again. I don't think these two would ever get along again after what Dakari did backstage. And I mean, I can't necessarily say that Elijah has, you know, that much right to be super upset, because I'm pretty sure he would have just done the exact same thing given the chance. But it is a scenario where you are sitting here like, you kind of shouldn't have done that if you didn't want to make a permanent enemy. You know, if he wanted to separate the team, he should have just tried to do it amicably at least, if at all possible.
And I think maybe they would have been there, but it just felt like tensions between them just got so bad so fast.
Oh yeah, I mean, ever since Dakari beat Elijah in the Grand Prix, it felt like Elijah had a chip on his shoulder, to be honest. makes you wonder maybe if Elijah had beaten Dakari instead. Dakari would have gone 0-7 in that if that had happened. Makes you think maybe Dakari would have been the one with the chip on his shoulder. Instead, he seems more like he is being more proactive in this, attacking Elijah at multiple times, but it almost feels like he's doing it preemptively to avoid getting attacked himself. You know, start the shit, you don't have it started on you.
Yep.
Of course, getting Jay Wukon involved in that wasn't very smart, because, you know, like we mentioned before, Jay has the power as well. Of course, Dakari's showing off how much he has just lifting Jay Wukon up. Now Jay's going to tag back in Elijah. Big elbow to the back of the head there.
5 minutes gone.
You know, I think asking you who you think is going to win this match might not make, you know, it's kind of an easy bet, I feel, currently. But,
yeah, I mean, it's hard not to go with the numbers game here.
Exactly. But I will ask you, over-under on how long it goes.
Over-under on what? Sorry, we had a bit of a mic connection issue there.
Oh, I said on how long it goes.
Well, we're already about approaching the 10-minute mark. I'm gonna say Dakari probably lasts about 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I give him about the same, to be honest. I feel like even though Dakari does have the disadvantage here, he's going to be able to, as we're seeing right now, outpower Elijah a lot of the time. And that's likely going to lead to Elijah struggling a little bit to make much advantage, much foothold in the match. And during those moments, that's going to be when Dakari can push things forward. But of course, whenever this tag happens, Dakari's going to have to look out. There's going to be trouble. Oh, but he's feeling it. Some would say he is, in fact, feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Ah, damn it. I had a feeling you were going to say that.
And now just dominating over Jay Wukon here. But Wukon off the ropes, big boy senton. Deadlifts him with a suplex. And I mean, this is, as many would say, this is a very meat-heavy match. We just had meat in the opener, and now we've got it right here. Powerbomb, high stack, 2. Oh, but not quite the 3.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be it, to be honest with you.
Drops him on his face, but instant kick out from Jay Wukon. Not taking nearly enough damage, but gets popped up and hit with the Euro uppercut. And now he's choosing tag back to Elijah here. Huge back fist. Both men set up and stalking in the corner.
10 minutes gone.
And a shoulder tackle with a back kick to the back of the head, the T800 combination there.
We just did hear that 10-minute call, so Dakari is doing well. But
pushes back in, big lariat. Again, using his power to keep control of the momentum in this match.
God, a buckle bomb.
Oh, gee, another one. Hopped him up and slammed him right back in. And now an exchange of blows between Elijah and Dakari here. Dakari with the uppercuts, Elijah swapping between uppercuts and punches. Goes for a lariat, gets blocked and hit with a massive uppercut from Dakari. Elijah was out of the ring and back in.
Recover.
Yep. Tosses Dakari into the corner. And you know that Dakari has to be feeling tired, and he spent so much of this match fighting off both of these guys, trying to stay in control every step of the way. And now, stalking Jay Wukon.
I mean, if he could have taken advantage there, Elijah would have been on a cooldown, but...
Boom, back elbow from Jay Wukon. Now Jay calling him up. He's going to be looking for that tank.
Oh.
Nope.
Now both guys have kind of made the same mistake in just a couple minutes here.
Yeah, Jay was setting up for the Wukon driver, but was, you know, just a little bit short of it. But gets a huge diving crossbody to the outside for a man that size. That is a lot. Now he's fighting on the outside here with Dakari. Count up to 7, both men back into the ring. Elijah spits on Dakari. And now Jay and Elijah tagged back in. Jay Wukon with a splash. Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. The Skynet fall alongside a power bomb. But Elijah not finished. Another Skynet fall to the standing Dakari. Dakari gets back up.
I'm surprised he's able to get up first.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes to show you how much stamina the big man actually does have. As he tosses Elijah out of the ring, uses this moment to try to recover a little more. Elijah catches him, drums him into the corner. Big knee. He's going up top. Skynet fall again. Goes for the cover. Wukon in just in case. But that's it. I think Wukon was thinking if Dakari kicks out, they can get some more damage in, but wasn't necessary. Elijah and Jay Wukon, your winners. All right, now it's time for that match that we had set up earlier tonight. Well, I shouldn't have said earlier tonight. It was like right at the beginning of the show. We were still in the afternoon. But it's going to be Keiko taking on Cameron Stone.
So what are your thoughts on, it seems like the women's national division's kind of getting heated up.
It's feeling pretty, I mean, like you said, it's heating up quite a lot. It's really feeling competitive. I mean, there's the upcoming match at Pit Stop with Lilith looking to take the title from Charlie. We've got Cameron Stone challenging Keiko, both of whom are on the rise in the division. Keiko currently the second highest ranked, right behind Kat Roberts, who sits at the top ranks for the national division. It's there's a lot of competition, and a lot of it that Charlie has not yet faced. And there's even, if you think about it, the Sandra Altisma and Maria Ramirez both choose to switch divisions. Should they want a shot at gold that isn't around the waist of Aiko?
That is true.
I mean, it also would be difficult to get a shot at Aiko at this point for either of them. They have a lot of competition to go through. But neither one of them is an unworthy competitor. They're both in relatively dire straits in terms of the rankings.
Yeah.
Right now, Keiko looking to put away Cameron Stone for good. Cameron, on the other hand, looking to prove herself a bit here against Keiko. On the last edition of High Gear, she answered the Nightmare Open Challenge and managed to beat Do Hyun. It was a pretty impressive match. Caught Do unaware, rolled her up with a small package, and got the 3. Keiko, of course, is going to have to stay on her toes in this match if she wants to come out the victor. But should she lose, that means that we would have another match coming up between these two at some point. When do you think that would happen?
I mean, there's so much happening right now. You know, these next couple months, shows are fairly busy, but I can imagine it could be lined up for possibly something like an overclock, maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's fully possible. That would be a good place for it, too, because, like you said, our shows are going to be pretty stacked out as we build towards straightaway on the road. Like, after pit stop, we are on the road to victory lane.
As crazy as that sounds, because it feels like the year just started.
Right? We already had our first big show in world record, and now what many do still consider the flagship show of SOW, Victory Lane. I mean, it's not right around the corner, but it is not far away either. In roughly,
Yeah, it's not happening tomorrow, but like it's gonna feel like it.
Yeah, roughly 3 months' time, we will have the second ever Victory Lane. And I mean, who do you want to see Ryan defending against?
There's so many great names. I mean, you know, I think the thing I'd like to see the most would be a return to the Final 20 circuit of Hermes Rhapsodies.
Oh, so obviously I say Ryan because I don't want to make any presumptions. He is our current champion, and he is who I will continue to consider the champion until such a time as which he loses the belt. So,
Oh yeah,
I just want to clarify that.
He's losing. Yeah.
I just want to clarify that for those at home who wonder, given he literally will have multiple title matches before him. He does have to get there with the belt, but presuming he is still our champion, I do agree that a Hermes versus Ryan main event of Victory Lane would probably be the greatest possible main event we could put on.
But, you know, the flip side of that is unfortunately we just don't have any news on Hermes.
No, not currently. It's a little upsetting too because JPW, I believe, is going to be any day now announcing the Global Junior Scramble. That is an event that they have held many times, and it's by invite exclusively. You have to have earned an invite into it. They usually have about 6 or 7 competitors from their own divisions, and then they accept between 4 and 5 competitors from outside. Sometimes the tournament is 10, sometimes it's 12. But Hermes that's something that he would love to compete in if he was here.
Yeah, at some point we'll have to see if we can get updates maybe from Hera on his condition.
Yeah, hopefully soon. But for now, we got to focus back on the match at hand as Cameron Stone and Keiko have been going back and forth for the past few minutes. There hasn't been any kind of dominant force, it feels, in this whatsoever. Cameron slowly moving Keiko away from the ropes, probably looking to set up for the sharpshooter, but couldn't quite get a good angle. Keiko was always going to be a little too close. Now she gets the sleeper locked in. Keiko can't move an inch. She elbows her way free. Oh, small package! Small
Oh,
package!
just steal it.
But no, Keiko stays aware. But Cameron has caught quite a few people with that small package here, and oh, super kick! Goes up top. What's she thinking here? Maybe the bulldog? No, it's a diving lariat. Into a cover immediately. That's one thing you can say about Cameron Stone. She does not mince words. She does not waste time. She will put you into covers as soon as she hits anything big enough. A lot of our wrestlers here do like to pile on the damage. Cameron, not necessarily one of those. Huge face buster there from Keiko. Then a spinning back kick picks Cameron up, drops her back down, super kick, picks her up again. And this is what I'm talking about, piling on the damage, but it gets her caught. She could have covered at any point in that sequence, and Cameron there, she would have.
You definitely see how, like, the bad blood between these two is kind of having them make some decisions of dealing more damage than necessarily trying to win the match.
Cameron, though, slips back into the ring. A win by countout still counts as a win here, so she's more than happy to take it.
Don't blame her.
Big axe kick from Keiko, who now comes over with the Boston half crab. It's dropped down on the knee backbreaker. Now Cameron sends Keiko into the ropes. Oh, what a maneuver! Flipped her in midair, and now the cave-in stomp! Cover 1, 2, that's it!
It is, wow, she did it!
Stomped her down right after that collision course. And got the 3. Cameron Stone sends a message with that one. So this is, I think probably the most interesting Ignition Championship title defense we've ever seen. Previously, we have seen the Ignition Champion defend against the same opponent multiple times. However, usually that's happening because that opponent won't leave him alone. In this case, it almost feels like Seiji's getting this challenge for no reason.
You know, I don't want to accuse Death Panther of stat padding here.
What are you gonna?
But it's kind of hard to not think this is a little on the suspicious side here. I mean, Seiji does not really deserve this. I mean, he's already got a big match lined up next week on Significant Date. And that's not a step to shove at it. It's a loser leaves town. So if he won the title here, which obviously he won't, I'm sorry, he's not being Death Panther. This isn't the NFL. We don't believe in any given Sunday. If he put the Ignition title on someone, he might get kicked out of the company.
Right. I mean, I guess technically that would be, you could just put the Ignition title on the line in that match if you had to. But like you said, I don't think we'll even come to that scenario. I can't imagine Seiji at this stage of his career outpacing Death Panther in his current stage of his career.
He's just not going to, right? Like, it's not even something I can even, like, consider realistic.
At least, I mean, unless Seiji winds back the clock somehow, I can't see it happening. In his younger days, I wouldn't even question if it was possible because, I mean, he was world champion for a reason down in JPW. But right now, in these days, Death Panther's still at the top of his game. Hasn't lost a single step. And Seiji, as we have seen, has lost several. He's compensated for
why. That whole thing seems to be why Chikara was trying to get them to team up again. Is like he's finally saying, you know what, you were right. We have lost that step, and that's why we need to team up again if we want to be relevant.
And Chikara thought he had wound back the clock back when he won the final 20 circuit, the very first one, but it, I mean, I think we can say now it was probably more of a fluke than a proper one.
Unfortunately, you know, yeah, that's probably fairly correct.
I think if anything, he took advantage of Atomico having wrestled pretty much that entire match and having just gotten Chikara's help to eliminate Nagadomi Ali and then threw him out immediately. I mean, we'd always said that that was the case, but we had thought that it was a sign that he was, you know, wrestling smarter, not harder. But in the end, it turns out he just thought he was doing better than he was. Meanwhile, Death Panther kicking the shit out of Seiji.
Crazy style. He's just not holding back here. I mean, this...
Catches his arms, double arm, butterfly suplex. Now slams the ankle down into the mat. Catches the arms again, another butterfly suplex. Seiji responds with a suplex of his own, a vertical. Now an elbow to the back of the neck. Death Panther responds with a series of knees to the dome. Here we go, Seiji's counters.
He's doing what he can.
Yep, anything he can get. He continues to take these blows to the chest and the gut. He's trying to work the very technical style that he's become known for as he's gotten into his older years. But it's proving difficult when Death Panther just keeps getting back up. And it's not like Death Panther is any kind of foreigner to technical wrestling himself. I mean, he has his own submission, the shock fracture that he likes to employ. Oh, but now Seiji jamming the ankle.
Give up.
Goes for a simple front headlock there. I guess that was a side headlock. Elbow drop for the cover, but only gets a 1. Kick to the gut. Death Panther with the drop toe hold. Continuing to show punishment with those short boots to the face. Oh, a butterfly neck breaker. Goes for the cover. Nearly gets the 3. It's about a 2.5. Flapjack from Seiji.
He's always trying to make it competitive. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, but
He's doing a very solid job of continuing to break the momentum. That's what he's been managing to do. Every time Death Panther starts building momentum, Seiji is able to break it. And I mean, that's the kind of thing you need to do against a guy like Death Panther, who just hits a nice butterfly suplex into a bridge, gets a 2.6 this time. Kick to the chin, goes off the ropes, rolling knee drop. And Seiji once again immediately breaking the momentum. Death Panther, oh my God, Tiger Driver! Or I guess in this case, Panther Driver.
Doesn't get the win.
No. And a big elbow drop from Seiji, goes for the cover. not able to get a 3. Death Panther sits up, showing a bit of frustration as Seiji lines him up for the Seiji Clash. Rolls through.
There's no way.
1, 2, no. But that was like a 2.7 at least.
Give up. Give up.
Seiji, I mean, it's starting to look like maybe he is winding back that clock just a bit here. He's
I'm
fighting.
trying not to raise my eyebrows at the potential, but he definitely is putting a better effort in his first attempt.
Fighting harder than I think we've seen him fight in a very long time. Tries to go for a butterfly suplex of his own, but it's going to be hard to get against a guy who uses those frequently. Implant DDT! Took him a little too long to get to the cover, and that does bite him, not getting even more than a straight 2 there. But I can't say that it's too shocking. I mean, he's been through a lot here. Oh my God, no way.
Another
He's
one.
setting it up again. Seiji Clash rolls through 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that was a 2.9. That hand was almost on the mat.
That was, I mean, Chikara's gonna be watching this backstage also thinking, is the match next week about to step up to a whole new level here? Another kick out from Seiji.
That was a rare moonsault from Death Panther, by the way. He has not hit those very frequently ever since his first knee surgery. And
He'd be regretting giving Seiji this opportunity.
Seiji's certainly trying to make him. He tried to get back in the ring there, but Seiji wasn't done recovering, kicked him right back out, and then finished recovering. It's Death Panther now, once again with the butterfly suplex into the bridge, but Seiji gets the ropes, implant DDT, gets up right away, he can do it, right here, no! Death Panther kicks out strong at 2. But Seiji doesn't look like he's given up at all. Jumping DDT now into the cover, not wasting any time here. Oh, the paralyzer! And he follows it up with another one into the cover. And that's it.
Yep. He got tired. He was playing with his food the whole time.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. He definitely is annoyed at how this match went. All right, we're back. Thankfully, he allowed security to take Seiji back to the back. But it seems like he's got a little more to say. Maybe there's more frustrations here than just how that match went. It's always weird hearing him talk with the mask on. That voice changer distorts things so much.
It helps your conspiracy theory of refusing to admit the man underneath the mask.
Look until he takes it off. That's all I'm gonna keep saying.
And you know he's never going to.
Well, no, because as soon as he does, he loses the right to be Death Panther. That's a permanent thing in Lucha rules, you know. He signed a contract with him. If he ever tries to put it back on after taking it off, huge fines. And you know, if you're not Kevin Daniels under that, you really don't want to take it off, because then not only do you lose your identity as a luchador, you're also not Kevin Daniels, so you have to give up the title and move on. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, he's bringing back Sean Parker.
That's a huge match. Prem the Gate's looking pretty insane.
Yeah, the card is getting very stacked. Very fast, too. As always, we'll have the Team SOW versus Team JPW match. Competitors still to be decided, though I am sure Ryan will participate. All right, you know, what do you want?
I I mean, you know, I was thinking about it. How else do we end this night with none other than the single greatest wrestler, male or female, to step foot in an SOW ring, to ever sign an SOW contract, facing a woman that she has only wrestled once, but she whooped her ass, and now she's gonna do it again. The current greatest women's champion of all time, Mia Quinn, is here. And here comes her.
Eve Moreau has been on quite a return run herself, just like Daya has. Having been injured a little while ago, coming back and immediately beating Do-Ha-Yoon in an open challenge. Eve is she's a different competitor than she was when she faced me last time. Not to say that the result. I was going to say, not to say that the result will be different or anything. I'm not going to make any claims yet. I want to see how this match goes first. But one thing I will contradict you on a little bit. I'm not sure if you're aware. As of today, Aiko is 208 days with the SOW Women's World Championship and at 5 defenses. That is matching the number of defenses that Mia Quinn had with 12 more days of having the strap.
Well,
that makes her statistically better than Mia Quinn. And should she defend at pit stop successfully, she'll also have defended the belt more than Mia Quinn.
I mean, it's all subjective, you know? I mean, everyone's definition of the best is different. It can change. It's fluid.
I think my definition of the best is the wrestler with the longest title reign, the most title defenses, where the matches felt both well-paced, very competitive, very enjoyable, but also like the champion won under their own ability.
Well, that's just like your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion and the opinion of most other people online and most other people at the shows and most other people who rate matches and
but
shows.
You know what? A lot of those people have been wrong about Mia Quinn this entire time. So I'm not going to say that they're correct. I'm not going to say that you're wrong.
I'm
just going to say that forever, in my eyes, and the eyes of all of our adoring fans here at SOW, Mia Quinn, regardless of days or number of defenses, whatever criteria you need to come out of the woodwork with, talk about Aiko in a better light than Mia Quinn still put this division on the map. She was the first ever champion. That you cannot take away from her.
Correct. She was the first champion. And in the eyes of the fans, she was in fact the first champion. I think that is literally an undeniable fact, so there's not really anything to say there. It's just, yes.
And you know what? That's never stopped you before. I mean, we've talked about Mia plenty of times with undeniable facts, or we've talked about undeniable facts with Kevin Daniels and Death Panther. And
it's
denied.
The problem with that one is that there is no fact. Do you have a picture of Kevin Daniels with the mask in hand and the rest of the shit on? Do you have a video of him taking it off and proving that it's him? No, right? So there is doubt there. It wouldn't hold up in court.
We're not going to court.
Of course we're not. This is wrestling. We'll go to wrestling court.
That's not what we want. As long as JBL's not there.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't know. He might be in the back. He does like to show up randomly and give people lariats.
You know what? He could interfere in this match.
Speaking of lariats, here we go! Eve's famous ring out lariat.
Yeah, she needs to be careful trying to injure our greatest competitor before a big show is not ideal.
You know Mia's not on the card.
I mean, she could be around. You never know. I mean, Hera last week was talking a lot of shit to her.
I mean, yes, but like, she's not on the card. Card subject to change, I know, is there, but there's no reason for it to change currently. We've got everything pretty much scheduled out. Now, that's not to say she won't be on the next show's card, because, I mean, that's a big show. There's a lot of women straightaway matches.
1.
But pit stop, I think, is pretty complete at the moment.
She just looks so locked in right now. I mean,
Oh yeah, this is a great match so far. Bia has been, I mean, Eve has been on top of things pretty well, but Bia's been responding to Eve, especially given the power differential here. Bia's been doing a great job of slowing you down. You see it right here with that arm lock. Something that Bia has actually adapted into her moveset a lot more are these arm-based submission holds. She hasn't tapped anybody out yet, you know. She's definitely been applying them more and more and putting a little more technical on them as well.
it is inevitable.
I mean, I don't know if it's inevitable as long as she keeps hitting the bitchmaker. That seems to do a good enough job. I think if somebody survives that, maybe then she'll have to go to the proper tap-out attempts. But she
I
seems...
believe there's only one person on their roster who can survive a bitchmaker.
Yeah, a women's world champion.
Whatever you want to call her, I guess.
That is a literal undeniable fact. It is around her belt. The belt is around her waist.
Neither can I.
What does that mean in this context? Bia Quinn back to the arm lock. Eve gets the ropes, but Bia pushes her back, enziguri back in the head, lifts her back up, and Bia very confident as always. But so is Eve.
Yeah, she needs to stop this behavior.
Bia sends Eve to the ropes, big kick to the chin, both women down. And now Bia is actually looking a little frustrated.
I just think it's very tasteless and tactless of Eve to do a backflip and pose like that.
Oh my god, oh my god, pounce!
Almost sent Bia head first into the bottom turnbuckle. Now that move needs to be banned.
Every time Bia gets hit with something big, we want it banned. Big lariat sends
That lariat needs to be banned.
Goes for the cover, gets a 2-point, probably 5. I didn't get a chance to see where the hand was on the way down. Bia steps over, Eve steps over, but Bia catches her with a cyclone whip.
I think she was thinking sling blade there at the start of that sequence, but as always, able to adjust her plan very well.
Comes off the
And when
ropes and sling blade!
There it is!
She's
There
calling
it is!
for the bitchmaker, but Eve catches her! God's last gift!
No, 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 no! Kick out! God's last gift needs to be banned right now!
I don't think that's gonna happen. That's a move also used by our current. Oh my god! Gale explosion from Bia! And she flips off Eve after doing it. Steals Eve's finisher and flips her off, and now stepping over, arm breaker. If I remember correctly, the last time these two wrestled, it literally ended with Bia stealing the Gale explosion and pinning Eve. Eve lifts Bia up. Bia twists the arm for a moment. I thought she was going for the bitchmaker.
She's trying to give the people their money's worth tonight, though.
And here we are. Oh my god, there it is again! God's last gift!
Ban this move, ref! That's too dangerous.
That's
for
like,
Bia.
oh, and now that machine-style half-hatch suplex. Oh, Bia sets her up through the ropes. Drop kick to the jaw.
outside.
Grabs the legs. Ushigoroshi, legs trapped.
Needs to be banned.
Now she's set up. Big knee to the chin. Picks her up. And again, Ushigoroshi.
And now a strike exchange. Oh, maybe not. Canceled out of it, perhaps. Super kick.
But rolls through with an elbow.
And illegal punches. The ref having the count. Fast count. Make up for your bad decisions in this match so far. Trying to make sure that Mia Quinn.
Oh! Eat defeat! But both women back up.
Mia looking to take it. Only a 2, unfortunately. My God, what a spinning heel kick from Mia Quinn, the greatest competitor of all time. Can we stop? Can we stop using God's last gift for 5 seconds, Eve?
It's very funny given that that is also a finish used by Charlie Seen, our current women's national champion, and Eve is spamming it here on Mia. Mia stole the Gaelic Flosion and Eve said, okay, I'll just keep using your friend's move, or your former friend's move on you instead. And now
There's our
they're
strike exchange.
exchanging chops back and forth. Late into the match, Mia stands
Oh
through
my
a
God.
lariat. That was a show. A good show for us, and had its effect a little bit later.
Eve not having to take it to the outside. There's no other way to get significant damage to. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me!
3,
Use something else! It's not working!
4,
I don't even know if she's worried about it working. I think she's just doing it to piss Mia off at this point.
Is it working though? Because Mia's laughing.
Mia's always laughing, even when she's pissed off. And once again responds to the laugh with another taunt of her own.
No tact whatsoever, no grace.
Big knee to the chin. Lariat back of the head. Comes off the ropes. Forearm. But Mia gets back up. Eat defeat again. Into the cover. 1, 2, no.
Big boot there.
Oh my God! Matchmaker!
Matchmaker! She's done!
1, 2,
3!
Yeah, that's it.
Bye-bye, Eve! History repeats itself. Mia Quinn, the GOAT, wins again.
Whew. That was a hell of a match, though. Okay, well, we said that the prohibited gate card was shaping up pretty well, and now it seems Mia is not quite done. Because she just got a match against Dakari. set for Prohibited Gate.
Well, speaking of history repeating itself, it's going to repeat itself again at Prohibited Gate when B.S. Quinn gets another victory over Glory.
We'll have to wait and see for that. So far, I can say the full card on Prohibited Gate is pretty much stacked out. We have 2 matches to be finished out by JEPW. They have one that they're going to request, as well as they have to fill out their team for Team JEPW. But the matches we are certain of: Loser Leaves Town, Seiji versus Chikara. Pain is Unbreakable versus Dead Art. Muramasa Hikari versus Bia Quinn. And with the global openweight Ironman Championship on the line, our own high gear winner FTL takes on the Kinslayer, Sato Akihiro. So we will see you guys next week, and I will see you guys at Pit Stop. For now, I am Devil D, here as always with my commentating partner,
MD Punk.
and we are signing off.